Loading Screen is brought to you by Mike and Ike.
Kid, you're in!
What goes on in your head?
There's a new NPC. There's just so many new things that I think it's going to bring.
There's layers to this game that has people loving it.
Not now, Mom. I'm doing a podcast.
You're in, kid. You're in.
I'm in.
Look at you standing.
I know. I was up so late building this stupid standing desk. Do you know how ridiculous instructions are, Alex? They are so ridiculous, all right?
I don't know.
I know I'm going off on a tangent, but
already
3 different videos.
I don't know if we're I don't know if it's the directions or if it's you.
No.
Always something to consider. I'm not saying it's you, but it might be you.
It's probably me. Anyways, how are you guys doing today?
Good morning,
Hope you guys
Twitch
are doing
chat.
great.
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Loading Screen episode, what is this, 78? Holy mama.
That's a long, long time.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob or Jacob.exe stopped working while he was building his desk. But Jacob, little note to the editor, don't wear a black shirt on a black background.
Yeah,
you guys might think this guy's never done video work before.
It's been a rough day.
Anyway,
it's been a rough.
You're not in your room anymore. You are in a brand new, fully furnished basement, correct?
I am.
Can you peel back the curtain? Is that possible? Can we give them a sneak peek?
You guys ready? You see that?
It's
Pretty
so
cool,
funny
right?
because the screen is so black on stream that it looks like it's green screen.
That's my backpack right there, guys.
Yeah, nice.
Isn't that neat? That's mine.
It's a nice backpack. That's a nice backpack. All right,
you know what sucks is like I had it originally where I was gonna put it back further, but I didn't get a long enough Ethernet, so I had to scoot everything forward.
Oh no!
Like everything.
Well, you
but
might
I have it on its way.
You might as well purchase that puppy while we're here.
Yeah.
And your microphone, it's standing. Sorry, I'm just very fixated on the fact that Jacob
has
a whole new setup.
I finally have something. You know, I can pace while we're doing the show now.
Yeah, that's one thing I have to stop doing is pacing. But guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. This is Loading Screen, your weekly, bi-weekly would be every other week. Twice a week. Gaming news talk show where Jacob and I kind of just go over gaming news, hardware news, and industry news, everything you could want to know. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. right here on Nursery Gamers on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So today we've got a lot of things that I want to cover. More so, you guys, and maybe some of you guys, if you guys haven't done it yet, make sure you participate. We have a little March Madness twist of our own going on.
Ooh, yes, we do. We have some winners actually from the first week. So for those new
hold on. Let's go. Oh yeah. For those new, go ahead, Jacob. Go ahead.
For those new here, we're doing something similar to a March Madness, but instead what we're doing is we're pitting up a lot of the really cool sidekicks in video games in an epic competition to see who will be thought of as the best sidekick.
Who is the best sidekick? You and I kind of gave our top 4 on who we thought, and I still my bet is on Lydia. But today, so we voted. What were the results?
So the results.
Let me see if I can pull up the results here.
Yeah. So the winners were Luigi.
Okay.
The Duck Hunt, Tails, and Yoshi. So nothing too surprising there. The big one today is going to be Cortana versus Lydia. Because I think whoever wins that one has a good shot at winning. Like a really
they're two
shot.
very strong sidekicks.
It's March Sadness this year.
March Sadness. Oh man, that's
We're just
depressing.
talking about sidekicks. We don't want to talk about the pros.
That's depressing. So yeah, I was actually I didn't think, and shout out to everybody. We had literally, look at this, 112 votes for the first one, 98 votes for the second, 159 for the third, and then 170. So out of all these, let's see, 59, 170, people seem to have the most thoughts about, Yoshi and Navi.
And I think that's a landslide. I'm gonna be honest though, like when you play Legend of Zelda, you know, like there's a thing where everyone's like, she's so annoying, she won't shut up. She's still all right, but at the same time, Majora's Mask starts and you're looking for Navi. I was like, oh, okay.
This is
somebody.
That's
what we're doing.
Daxter, hands down, best spin-off game out there. So guys, basically, in order to participate in this March Madness, Sidekick Madness, is we have hashtag loading screen. So make sure you put the hashtag loading screen. But we also have Go to Nursery Gamers on Twitter, and go ahead and vote. Super easy, takes 2 seconds. But we're curious to see who was the best sidekick in gaming. I was very surprised. Look at these blowouts. I mean, you've got 86-13, 76-23, 88-11. Like, it was no competition at all.
Were there any that surprised you? I think those four were all the ones I was predicting.
I thought more people liked the dog from Fable 2 versus the dog from Duck Hunt, but like the dog from Duck Hunt
Dre said. Dre said that we slept on him.
Yeah, the dog from Duck Hunt has like, I remember being a kid and playing Duck Hunt, you know? And it just resonated with me, you know?
He's such a good dog.
He is. He's great. It's great. You know, and he had to deal with everybody missing their shots, you know, poor guy.
Yeah, God, that sounds miserable.
It does.
I never really thought about that.
So when you
put it into perspective like that.
Yeah, right. I don't know if voting has started yet. Has voting started yet? Not yet.
I think it's waiting until we announce them.
Okay.
So we got a couple.
So who do we got now, Jacob? Who do we got now?
So first up, we got Diddy Kong versus Claptrap.
Diddy Kong Okay, I think this side of the bracket is going to be a little tougher.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing, right? Diddy, a lot of people, when I was talking to them, they were saying, you know, Diddy doesn't really do anything. He doesn't have a personality. And I think a lot of his personality comes from Subspace Emissary and Brawl. Like, there's a moment when Falco or Fox are literally holding him back because he wants to fight Rayquaza. And they're like, you're going to die. We've got to hold you back. He's a firecracker. He's not afraid to jump on in. So I think he's a decent sidekick. At the same time, though, Claptrap...
I mean, chat, what do you think?
He's just like an essence.
Claptrap is... Claptrap is the sidekick that makes me smile every time I play Borderlands. Every time.
Claptrap is annoying. This is lame abs.
Claptrap is annoying. Well, you know, lame abs just doesn't like games. So, once upon a time... Okay. All right. We're not going to read that out loud.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Pikachu and Garrus. So I'm a little biased with this one. I haven't played Mass Effect 1 and 2. I'm looking forward to the remake when it comes out. I think it's this month that it's coming out, right? Wasn't it?
It's very soon.
Or was it May? I don't know. I forget. Diddy Kong, I think, is going to beat Claptrap. Although I think Claptrap's got a piece of the fight there. Pikachu, Garrus, I got I got Pikachu. That's what I got.
I think Pikachu wins that too. Garrus was really solid, but I don't know. It's weird though, because is Pikachu the sidekick or was Ash the sidekick? Whoa. But overall, I think Pikachu wins this, right? And the next round, I think he fights the winner of Diddy versus Claptrap. Okay. Diddy versus Claptrap is the one that's up in the air for me. Then there's Clank versus Daxter.
Yeah, I think Daxter how do you feel about this one? You think Daxter wins?
Yeah, Daxter's just so much cooler. He's just cool. He's just sweet. Look at him. Look at him right there on the left.
Yeah.
He just looks cool. Like, he's just great.
I think Daxter wins.
Lame Abs says he thinks Daxter wins the whole thing.
That's
bold. Possible.
That's bold.
But interestingly enough,
Jake thinks
right
so
after
too.
Whoever wins, they're gonna have to fight whoever wins Cortana versus Lydia. I don't get it.
Who's the strongest matchup? Who's
better?
the strongest matchup in this bracket that we see right here?
Cortana versus Lydia.
Yeah,
hands down.
I think so too.
Hands down.
I think so too. Unless you were.
So what?
Go ahead.
What is your idea? Why Lydia over Cortana? Like, of all people, that's the one that surprises me most.
I think the relationship with Cortana is different than the relationship that the main character has with Lydia. Now, with Master Chief and Cortana, like, you're obviously getting that conflict of Cortana wanting to be human and Cortana like loving Chief. And so that it's more or less you're experiencing that relationship from the outside looking in, whereas Lydia, you firsthand get that experience, and you share experiences with Lydia, and she takes the brunts of your burdens. You literally, you could have the straw that breaks the camel's back, aka Lydia's back.
Gotcha. So she takes more of a traditional sidekick role, whereas Cortana's more or less, of the games you don't even see her.
Right.
You're looking for her half the time. So
then,
I think you're right that she's not exactly a sidekick. I mean, what would you call her though? I guess she's a protagonist.
See,
right?
when we were filling out this bracket, I was kind of like, is Cortana a sidekick? Because you can't. The experience that you have with all of these other sidekicks is not the same with Cortana as it is with everyone else. In my opinion, I think Arbiter would have been a better sidekick than Cortana, but Cortana technically is your sidekick. She's in your head as you're playing through all the Halos, right? So, and we love Cortana.
Halo's hard. The story's so long that it's really hard to put one particular role that's like Chief's ally the entire time.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And of course we chose the Halo 1 version of Cortana, Halo 4 version of Cortana. Hummina.
I remember when the trailer came out for that, everyone was just like, wow, okay.
Cortana's been working out.
All right. You see what these guys are talking about in chat?
Yeah, I'm ignoring them. I'm ignoring them.
Back and forth.
I'm ignoring them. So, okay, who do I think is going to make it out of this bracket? Yeah, I think it's going to be... Okay, ready? On three, we'll do each section. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Diddy Kong.
Claptrap. Really?
Okay.
Wow.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Pikachu. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Daxter. Then 1, 2, 3. Lydia.
Well, I get everything you're saying, and she's not really a sidekick, but there's still part of me that thinks, I think she can still win it.
Yeah.
I think she could. But Lydia's gonna win.
Yeah.
You're right. I'll go with Lydia.
Cortana's not a true sidekick. I agree with you. I agree. Not a true sidekick. But, okay. Let's, we do have some other things we're getting into. Speaking of Valorant from Assassin in chat, we're going to jump into, hello dogs, we're going to jump into the new, we're going to jump into the new agent. So hold on, before we do that, let's go ahead and, yeah, here we go. Of course, I changed the topic order right before the show, so this is going to be wrong. Here we go. Here we go.
Gaming news.
What's the first topic we have? Yeah, see Valheim. Okay, so we have.
So there's a new agent.
Mm-hmm.
She looks sick.
Talk to me about the new agent. I'll pull up the video here for us to watch.
Yeah. So Astra coming out is really weird right now. I don't really know how she fits in the meta. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions from like Diamond players right now saying like she's broken. Another person saying like people just don't know what she can do.
Right.
Her abilities are really odd too because like I think it's her ult where she just flies up into the air and she can make a huge wall that separates like the whole map. It's really similar to Symmetra's wall in Overwatch. If you can think of that. She reminds me a little bit. It's like Reyna.
That is so cool.
She's sweet, but at the same time, like I can't fully grasp what it is. It looks like she is kind of like a grab like Zarya from Overwatch 2. Overall, like I can't really figure out what her specific role is though at the same time. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen when more people get to be able to play her more.
So this is the first time I'm seeing this trailer. And
her particle effects are crazy.
Dude, she basically looks like the game maker.
She does.
Like that's what that's what you could call her, the game maker master. That's crazy. It's gonna repeat, but for we were prepping for our tournament the other day, and we all had to hop in. And dude, I haven't played Valorant in a few months. I do want to jump back into it. This character looks super fun. Do we know?
That was so silly. Oh man. Round 1, everyone just started a knife, and I looked at Green Tea, and I did one of these where like I shake no, and he just pulled out a sheriff. He just domed me.
What are your initial impressions with Astra? Like
looks sweet.
Does it look
I
like
think she's
something
gonna
that
be
you would
really
appreciate
useful.
the play style? Like, would you play Astra?
Astra's kind of weird where she has a lot of utility, but it seems like she's still gonna be good at fragging. It's kind of odd. She reminds me a little bit of Reyna, but a little bit more defensive. So I think she might fit in more of. Is she a Sentinel? Let me check actually. What class is she under?
It just looks awesome.
Astra
Like she's like
is
controlling
under-
the whole thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, overall, she's gonna be sweet. There's Yoru. He looks so cool. I think that she'll be really strong in solo queue,
Okay.
but I don't see a lot of people picking her over. Like, see, I don't know yet. Like, I don't play comp with a team. I just solo queue, so I really have no idea.
Interesting.
But
I give
kind
you
of.
credit for solo queuing. Holy crap.
No, well, I'm working on that one video, so I have to get as much footage as I can.
Yeah. Right. So okay. So that was Astra. Do we have a release date on Astra, Jacob? Do we know?
Let me double check.
In the meantime, there's something that Jacob and I want to do. It hasn't necessarily been approved yet.
Fully available March 2nd.
March 2nd.
She's out.
Okay, so nice. Out.
She's
Awesome.
out.
Awesome.
She's a controller, by the way.
Controller.
That's what she is.
Okay. Cool.
I, don't know why
I
thought
could
she'd
see
be a
that.
Sentinel.
I could see controller being in the map, the game maker.
This girl,
family.
she definitely seems like she's a controller. Completely.
Okay, this next one is gonna be a little off the wall, everybody, but Valheim has rocketed to 5 million copies sold in a single month. Can you believe that? Like,
yeah, I can.
bro, 5 million copies. A team of 5 people. You know, we've said it on the show a million times. This game is fantastic. It's something special. You should play it if you have not played it yet. I don't care if you don't like survival crafting games. Play this game. It's fun. And it's, you know, one of the biggest turnoffs, and I'll say this because I was watching somebody play a game like it, Subnautica. Subnautica is one of the most tedious, to me, one of the most tedious crafting survival games ever. And I hate that's one reason. I think that's the game that turned me off to crafting survival games in general, was because
Really?
I can't stand, like, it's just a chore. You know, after a while it's just a chore. This is the one game where I did not feel like it was a chore. And so with Valheim reaching 5 million copies sold, we want to Jacob and I are kind of pitching this right now, so whether it catches on or not, I don't know. We're going to try and do some cool giveaways. But if you guys own Valheim, we're going to be doing NSG's.
Wait, are you actually playing it?
Valheim's Village.
I made it as a meme. Are you really?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Guys, just know I
Here we
only
go.
spent like an hour on this.
Here we go.
Hi, I'm Bing Bong the Viking. Today, I'm going to show you around my villa. Take it away, Bing Bong. First, we'll start off with my buddy Squog's home, which features an amazing view. Absolutely gorgeous. And what's that over there? Is that a dock?
You know, I actually, I remembered this being, wood. I actually, made this for him, but, I'm realizing he,
Bing Bong, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here. Half these walls are facing the wrong way.
What?
Look at them all.
Oh no!
he must have redid it.
Now I'm going to show you my buddy Rodgar's home. How cozy. And check this out. He even has a throne.
We were actually roommates, at one point.
Bing Bong, go outside. Why are you at my house?
You gave Bing Bong a floor.
This is my house. Get out!
You said Bing Bong could stay
Bing
with
Bong could
you.
stay there.
Yeah, well, Bing Bong didn't want to make bunk beds.
This was
Get
never
out.
brought to Bing Bong's attention. Rodgar! Rodgar!
Now, Bing Bong will show you his home. Who broke it? I'm Bing Bong, and I just showed you around my villa. If you want to show me your villa, I would love to see it. I'd even give the coolest villa I don't know, like a backpack or a hoodie. Just tweet with the hashtag.
Okay, hold on. Before we're doing anything like that, so this isn't
that's
ready
not
yet.
confirmed yet.
It's
I don't think that got approved.
No, it's
I don't know if anyone saw it.
It's
yet.
not ready yet, but I wanted to show everybody because I was very excited about it. So there might be a contest. Ping pong feels bad. There might be a contest in the near future. Everybody, we were thinking about giving somebody like a silver sword in game or something.
Yeah, well, we were gonna do like a whole silver gear. I had like a whole set I was gonna give away that I thought would be cool. But overall, I just want to see what other people's Valheim worlds are looking like. I just think they're awesome. So
And with
eventually
5
down the
million
line,
people playing it,
I know there's got to be something sweet. Everyone, I guarantee they have something cooler than me. Like you saw the stuff I built at the end. It just gets rocked. It
It's
just
great.
gets literally destroyed.
it's great. So that's Bing Bong.
Yeah. So down the line, if
Hopefully we can get something
Hopefully.
together next week. I think it'd be a lot easier, Jacob, if we, we'll have to talk to our people, but it'd probably be easier if we, gave in-game materials and whatnot. But let's see if we can spice it up a little bit.
yeah, let's
So-
see what we can do.
So that's just really cool. I mean, I think a team of 5 people created this game for $20, and it has been sitting at the top of the charts for.
You know what, Avenagi, we'll add in a copy of Valheim.
We're
And
adding
if you
a
already
copy
have it,
now.
you can gift it. That's on me. I'll do it just for you, buddy.
On me
Just for
too.
you.
But you know what? We'll split it.
We'll split it.
We'll split it. One lucky
Just
fan.
for you, bud.
Oh, just for. Okay.
We're doing this just for you.
We're doing it live.
One
We're
lucky
doing it
fan.
live. Okay. So 5 million. I mean, Jacob, what do you have to say about a game that gets 5 million, that sells 5 million copies in its first month ever?
Well, dude, you know what's weird is I haven't been using a lot of the same Discords I've been lately, but I went into my high school friends server the other night, and it quickly became apparent that they were all playing for a while. I'm talking they're at day 462,
Mm-hmm.
but they sleep a lot. In our world, I think we're at day 155.
Yeah.
We're terrible at sleeping. Our guys are insomniacs. It's awful.
Yeah. I mean, we got a job. We got to see it through.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you about that. I don't want to do that anymore. I'd prefer to sleep. I don't like farming during the night.
All right, Bing Bong.
Anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
When did we ever listen to Bing Bong?
Dude, where are you even coming from right now? I don't even know you anymore.
don't
But
even
dude,
know you
it's
anymore.
crazy to see how far everyone is. And what they did was they have portals everywhere, but each person of the 10 on the server is in their own little sector far away on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Far away. It's just wild. Especially because, dude, 5 million. I can't wait till they add 100-person servers and then do capture the flag or something.
I can't wait
Or
to
even
see
just do,
what
squads.
they do. Imagine getting $20 million thrown into your lap. I'm like, okay, time to improve your game.
I think it's 100 million, Alex.
Well, I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I mean, whether it's 100 million or
Oh.
20 million, it's still a lot of money. 5 people,
Correct.
they're growing their team, right? They're growing their team. I can't wait to see what they do. They've done everything right this far, and I can't wait to see what they do with the improvements coming forward.
That's hard though, right? Imagine working super close with 5 people and then trying to add a bunch more people to the group. I mean, it must be
It's got to
terrifying
be
in some
growing
sense.
pains too.
Yeah, because you're releasing the load a little bit, but at the same time, you kind of have to hover for quite a while.
Oh yeah,
especially since
because
this
you
is
know
their
the
baby.
code, yeah. It's you're gonna have
Yeah.
to teach people how to do things. But I don't know, man. I hope they don't mess with the art style. I love the art style.
I
think
do
it
too,
looks
actually,
great.
a lot. I don't know what you would call it because it's not what is Legend of Zelda? It's what is it called? Cell shaded. Is Valheim technically cell shaded?
I
What do you
don't
call
know.
that?
I mean, it's got crazy good atmospheric effects, but it's also 8-bit.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
awesome.
it's perfect.
It is perfect. It very much is perfect. So with that being said, guys, if you guys haven't picked up Valheim, Jacob, whatever you got yourself into, you're gonna have to figure that out. But
I'm gonna do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway.
yeah,
for Valheim.
just from experience, if you're doing giveaways, Jacob, on your own, make sure that the people you're giving things away to have a PC that can play the game that you're giving away.
Oh, that would be rough.
I've done that before on my stream where I was like, "You get a PC game," and they're like, "But I don't have a PC." I'm like, "This is awkward." So just to keep that in mind. Okay, moving on. I want to know what everybody thinks about VR because I don't know how. Okay, everybody likes Doom, right? If you don't like Doom, you clearly don't like butter.
If you don't like Doom, you haven't played Doom.
Yeah, if you
Look, if you don't like Doom, you haven't played Doom.
Quite literally, like Doom is the most satisfying, relaxing game to play because it's like ice skating with a cannon attached to you, and it's just great. It's great. You literally, it's amazing. However, with that being said, but with that being said, we've got Doom VR coming out.
Is this Doom 3?
Doom 3 VR.
All right, doggies.
I can barely hear them. It's okay.
That's good.
We need a dog cam on your setup.
Well, I'm working on it.
Okay.
We'll get one.
All right.
We'll get one soon.
All right.
VR is sweet. Did you ever play Half-Life Alyx?
I didn't, but one of my so I thought about getting it. I have a hard time getting VR games that are full price because I get motion sickness with the movement because the movement's not really there for me.
Dogs are excited about Doom VR.
Yeah, apparently. Jeez. But
So
yeah,
you didn't play Half-Life. Did you play Half-Life Alyx?
no. But
Okay.
good joke.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Half-Life Alex. You know, it goes great with VR. SAO. Yes. I mean, we will reach the peak of technological advancement when we can emulate what happens in SAO. But the biggest turnoff for me in VR is the movement. They haven't really mastered
do you
that
get motion
yet.
sickness?
I don't get motion sickness with anything. VR I do, and it was the
VR you
weirdest.
do?
I've never been motion sick before, so like when I first did experience motion sickness in VR, I was like, what am I feeling? Am I dying? So, the biggest thing is I feel like you have two contradicting things. You have Doom, which is fluid motion. You know, it's just
that
butter,
seems like it'd be
and then VR.
crazy with aiming.
So it's like what that it doesn't like come on, like dude,
Doom in VR sounds like a workout. Imagine that, just like
it's insane, man. Yeah, I just don't know what this experience would be like because how are you going to move around? Are you going to be teleporting around? I don't know.
To have it here.
AV, good seeing you, my friend. Thank you for coming by. And by the way, Twitch chat, thank you for being active today. You guys are all awesome. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. I mean, it'd be fun because I like the gunplay in Doom, and I think if there's any game that I'd like to see in VR, it would be Doom. But the movement might be a little odd.
That's a good question. What game would you like to see in VR?
I love golf games in VR, dude. They are so much fun. Just
Can you imagine NBA 2K in VR?
oh god.
Or like
That would be a challenge of like I'm terrible at basketball. I played basketball for
awful.
2 years
I hate
growing
it because
up.
I'm bad.
Yeah, me too. I don't like it because I'm not good at it.
I don't have
Watch
any
me
shame
become
saying
like
it.
the best all-star in VR basketball. Oh my god.
Yeah, seriously. Zelda in VR would be wild.
I could kick the ball into the hoop before I'd be able to shoot it in the hoop with my hands. Yes. So, okay. Back to your Half-Life Alyx thing. Have you played Half-Life Alyx?
I got to try it.
In VR?
At Best Buy. Yeah.
Okay.
I was using it until I got like uncomfortable with the kid like behind me waiting. Then I left.
Oh, I see.
You know, it was one of those things where like I'm in it, like I'm locked in, and there's a kid behind.
Dude,
just like
I got the VR kit. Yeah, I want to play.
fun. Wow. Can I try?
Can I try? Hey, bud. Hey, bud.
Did
can
you
I
know
try?
if you press double X,
Hey, can I
Y,
try?
and 360s, the game will glitch?
Hey, can I
and
try?
you can actually win.
Hey, can I try? Hello? Hello?
Hey, can I try?
Hello? Can I try? Okay.
how's it going, Demi? Yeah, it was awesome though. I think it was one of those first. I wish I had more time to experience it too, because there's like jump scares and stuff with the game too.
Well, it's
VR overall, I love it. I got an Oculus Rift development kit way back in the day.
Oh, that's right.
But the problem I had with it was so hard to get any game to run. Like I'm talking, the support was just not there yet. I mean, it was literally a developer's kit.
Yeah.
But I got it to work with VR chat recently, and that was really funny.
I
VR
just,
chat's really weird because ever since the pandemic, it feels. I've noticed like myself being socially awkward in a VR setting, and I don't like that. I don't want that. You know, like I always thought like, hey, when it comes to virtual or to like over the internet, I'm fine. I'm okay with being a little awkward in person, but I don't want that to carry over to
Do it
VR
in public.
chat.
Oh yeah, VR.
Yeah.
VR chat's a little. That's just. No. I played it once and I'll never play it again. So it was a terrible experience. So this looks cool, but I feel like in order for you to fully get this was developed with the Valve Index, right? Valve Index in mind. So like the finger movement is a big thing. And you know, on the HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, you don't get that. At least the versions that I've seen, you don't really get that. But the movement, I think, is like moving around. Like, see how they're teleporting? Like that is just not. That doesn't do it for me. Now, like what throws me off is if you're moving forward and you turn, but you're still moving forward. Like that's what throws me off. I don't know. It does look
You
cool
don't really
though.
have peripheral.
Right, exactly. So I don't know. I mean, I did consider getting this a few months ago. However, I just couldn't bring myself to spend $60 on a game that might make me sick.
I think.
But I heard it was
Half-Life
amazing.
Alyx
I heard it was amazing.
It was great. I think that was one of the big pioneer games to try to get people to try and finally buy it. But at the same time, I think that it was a test drive for Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking once Half-Life 3 gets announced and comes out in 2026, that's when
Half-Life
VR
is
sets are
really
gonna be a lot
good
bigger.
at setting the standard for new things in the industry.
Valve is always really good with that.
Yeah.
They're just
It's
at the same time they're really lazy.
It's that Gabe guy.
Gabe's the most brilliant and lazy person.
Amazing.
Great.
Okay, next order of business. This video is a little awkward, but I'm going to show it anyway because there was some leaks that got released regarding Elden Ring. So the Elden Ring concept art leaker provides new details on leaked trailer, locations, and more. So I'm just going to read a little blurb from this real quick. So after a very long time, we finally managed to get a real look at some of the softwares at From Software's Elden Ring this week, thanks to the leaked trailer. Following the leak, the Chinese content creator who leaked some of the game's concept art back in December 2020 shared a new video providing some additional details on the game. So I saw that we got some teases from locations. We got a few different things. This video is really awkward. It's quite literally a filming of the screen, but I just want to show you guys real quick because some of the locations have been teased for it or leaked for it. I have never been interested in these types of games simply because of the.
It looks like Attack on Titan.
Simply because of the. What was I going to say? Because of the difficulty, right? Everybody is like, oh, you're going to rage quit after your first boss, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, then I won't play that. This game, I'm curious. With George R.R. Martin, the story has got to be interesting. You know, the man knows how to write a story. So
not write their last book.
Yeah. So, have you guys heard we might have found the reason Dr. Disrespect was banned last year? Oh,
I would
haven't,
love to know.
But I would love to know if you find
out.
out, tweet at myself or Jacob. That is not his Twitter handle, so don't do that. But
we'll get it. I think it's a Russian dude, actually. You can
so
tweet him too. That's okay.
You can find the summary of the new Elden Ring information revealed. That giant tree is the world tree he mentioned before, but it is only located in a certain kingdom and is not used to connect the whole world like the new God of War. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm excited for this. I mean, we kind of.
Wait, did you say it connects to God of War?
No.
What did you just say?
The tree's relationship with the world is not the same like the tree in God of War.
Oh. Why did you even have to say that? I don't think anyone assumed that.
Oh,
that was
I
a
don't know.
weird thing for them to throw in.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so on top of that, Sony's. What is this?
Oh, that's Dr. Stone. Dude, that's a cool anime. So get this, right? He gets frozen. Everyone gets frozen, and they have to start and rebuild civilization from scratch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So within like 2 seasons, he has like a furnace. So it's kind of like Valheim, but like He's like a little like scrawny boy who's just good at science. Great anime.
Okay. I mean, you did not grab me with that, but
You know, it's pretty sweet. But anyways,
you did not grab me with that. But hey, whatever. I mean, hey, to each their own. So the next thing, this is going to be a quick hit because unfortunately, I myself do not play this game, but one of our producers on the show loves it. 2K, the NBA 2K League Draft is going to be on March 13th. I think the concept around the 2K League is really cool. The fact that there's a draft for the players to kind of emulate the real league, right? Like that's cool. You and I both just said how we don't like basketball, but sorry.
I think the concept is still pretty sweet.
Sorry,
I think
Aaron,
especially if it's your main game, that's a pretty hype thing to get ready for. For sure, absolutely. I mean, all their stats are different, so you're getting a brand new team each time.
Yeah.
It's
So
pretty sweet. There's not much else I could say about it.
it is cool though. I mean, so we did an interview with Steez on FTW, our show on NBC, and he said, he was like, I grew up playing football and a little bit of soccer and a little bit of baseball, but football was my life. And now he's a professional NBA 2K League player for 76ers GC. Like, and he was like, dude, I didn't know the first thing about basketball. And here he's like, he's one of the best players in the league, I think, if I remember that properly. I mean,
He's
I
pretty
could
good.
be biased. He's an all right guy.
Yeah, you can.
But it's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. NBA 2K League, I think, kind of set the stage for a lot of things in the esports. In esports. Okay, actually, speaking of our producer, so yeah, March 13th, the NBA 2K League draft. I wonder if it's going to be streamed. Aaron, do we know if it's going to be streamed? I think Aaron's watching.
Yeah, will it be live or not?
So we actually just got an article. I didn't hear that. Well, what are you looking? Oh, was that a thump?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
Your
I
AC is
have-
probably turning on. Welcome to the basement, kid.
I feel like someone just like threw themselves on the ground.
So we actually just had this link come in for industry news. So hold on, let's see. Industry news, whatever. Industry news, woo! I can't wait to start using vMix instead of OBS so I can actually have proper topics. So is your Twitter, Sir Skrillex? It is SIRSKRALLEX. But with that being said, guys, we just got the link for Dr. Disrespect's Twitch ban was caused by Mixer. Call of Duty voice actor was suggested that Dr. Disrespect was reportedly banned from Twitch after backstabbing the company in contract negotiations. We called this. We knew it had to do with conversations
Mixer.
elsewhere. Man, and they banned him just because he was in.
Wow, that's sour.
Is that allowed?
Can you do that?
Because if he didn't break the contract,
It sounds like he was just discussing.
can you do that?
I guess
Can you? And I'm sorry if you're listening to the podcast. I'm sorry for the brief moments of pausing there, but I'm kind of.
This is kind of just a big deal. I wasn't expecting.
Okay, he had heard rumors of what happened with Dr. Disrespect via people he knew who worked at Twitch, most notably suggesting it came from the result of Mixer's closure. What I have heard through various people at work who work at Twitch is that when it came to renegotiation time for his contract, and he was using offers from Mixer as leverage to get himself a bit more money out of Twitch. Oh. Apparently that person felt very...
It sounds like he was
Upset.
lying that he got a deal.
Does it?
Yo, what's up, everybody out there?
I don't
what's
know.
Up?
I don't
That's
know
what
if,
Demi's saying.
I don't know if it sounds like he was lying. I was thinking he might have gotten an offer from Mixer, and then was like, "Look, like,
At a low.
Mixer's paying me $30 million. Like, can you bring your $20 million up to like 25
Oh,
or
can
30
you match
million?
or not?
Can
And they
you
just
match
let
it?
him go.
They're like,
because
all
of
right,
the
nope,
competition?
screw you. Is that? I mean, it happened.
I don't know if it's definitely slimy.
Yeah,
It's a little weird.
but I mean, at least it's not anything big, dude. The circulations about some of the rumors that caused this were bad.
There were
And-
some wild rumors.
And I don't know why. It's just curious. Why did he keep it snuffed for so long? Oh, you know what? Maybe to get a good deal, like with maybe YouTube would have, been like, oh well, if this guy's gonna go behind our back, huh?
Yeah, might been weird PR for him too.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow, Doc.
All right, dude.
Ha.
The only people who probably definitely know what happened, so these are still rumors, I guess. The only people who definitely know what happened are Dr. Disrespect himself and Twitch. Whether or not anything ever actually comes to light officially is unknown. But for now, this is one of the more feasible and relatively concrete explanations. I don't know. They say it's concrete. Unless he deliberately broke, and maybe we don't know the full story, but unless he deliberately broke contract. Because where in the like I know partner contracts, they're like, yeah, you can't stream on other services or else you lose partnership. But to delete your account entirely, that seems a little salty. That seems like a salty thing to do.
It's not even just salty, it's just bad manners.
I know. Okay. Anyway, so there's that. Thank you for bringing it up in chat, and thank you to our producer.
I'm glad that we're getting more knowledge on it now.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so we have some news that either dropped late last night or this morning. Let's go ahead and jump into that. This one's a quick hit here. I don't know how much we're actually going to talk about it. This one's just a quick hit. Is Sony's latest patent application a banana controller? This is one of those situations where it's like, who asked? Who asked for it?
Is there a big monkey game coming out? Is Ape Escape coming out?
If Nintendo came out with this, I could see them
doing a Donkey Kong thing.
If Nintendo came out with this, I could see them
Donkey Kong on PlayStation.
Yeah, doing Donkey Kong. That makes sense. But hey, maybe we're getting Donkey Kong on PlayStation. I don't know. Nintendo normally holds
it looks kind of
Nintendo normally holds its guns to its chest. Like, no, they're mine. Get away. But like a banana. I mean, we've seen a lot of concepts. This was the concept PS3 controller. But like a banana.
Mom, have you seen? Do you just know where my controller is?
Chat.
What?
Like
my banana.
Yeah, the one that looks like a banana. Oh, your father was just eating that the other day.
No, he threw that away.
No.
We thought it was a banana.
Okay, chat. I'm a little curious. I want to ask chat. What do you think? What do you guys think's the meaning behind this?
What's the end game? Why a banana patent out of nowhere? It's the patent too.
Yeah. When was this story came out? March 3rd.
It's an elaborate plan to partner with Nintendo so they can work on the Donkey Kong game.
It would be desirable if a user could use an inexpensive, simple, and non-electronic device as a
rotten banana.
Wait. The patent application says, you ready for this? The patent application says it would be desirable if a user could use an inexpensive, simple, and non-electronic device as a video game peripheral. Are they bro, they're fucking talking about real bananas here? In the examples, Sony provides players could
we're
grasp
not using batteries anymore. We're using bananas.
Players could grasp one or two bananas, oranges, or other inanimate objects. Oh, I'll be playing with watermelons, bro. Be like,
what is this?
What in God's name?
What are they trying to innovate?
In another illustration, virtual buttons are mapped onto the banana. Oh.
This just sounds like some YouTube video I'd find at like 2 a.m.
You remember the virtual keyboards? I think they exist now. I'm pretty sure they do. But do you remember virtual keyboards where like you basically set up the little light and it projects the keyboard and then it registers what you're typing?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Is that what they're trying to do?
I wonder. But then I would think the patent would be relating to that, not an actual object.
Yeah, but why the banana?
Which suggests in another illustration, virtual buttons are mapped onto a banana, which suggests a virtual reality headset might be involved too. We did just have the PlayStation VR headset or PlayStation VR conversation. Alex just pointed into my soul. I did? Did I?
Stop. That's rude.
Come here.
Come hither.
Breaking the fourth wall. Okay. Yeah, that's a little weird. You guys want to know what else is weird? Oh, that's industry news. Tartar sauce. Okay, real quick, before we go into the super weird thing that I want to talk about, we've got Nintendo Switch is getting a little bit of an upgrade. So I guess maybe this comes from conversations surrounding the terrible frames in the Pokemon, Arceus trailer, where it's like, blah,
Oh,
blah,
the Pokemon
blah,
Legends
blah.
Arceus, where it's like,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm going to get you, Pokemon. Just,
I'm gonna get you. Oh no, you flipped away.
but like, so a
Darn.
new Nintendo Switch is apparently coming out with a 7-inch OLED screen. Welcome to the 2000s, Nintendo.
Oh, so it's just a bigger screen. They're not doing a
it's a
dock
bigger
with like
screen.
a better graphics card.
Well, they said to be improving the 720 panel. However, in addition to that, the current one is an LCD screen. The new one's going to be an OLED screen with 7 inches instead of 6.2, which is the current one. That's not that big of an upgrade. I think they're making the bezel smaller. Who knows?
We're going DSi to DSi XL. That was an upgrade.
But
That was big
yeah,
boy.
seriously. But with the new Switch model, it'll be capable of 4K graphics when hooked up to the TV. So my question here is, do you think it's worth it?
When
if-
hooked up to the TV, it'll be capable.
Yes. So the handheld
So is there
will still be
something special in the
720.
dock?
The handheld, see, that's the question. I don't know if I don't know, because here's the thing: if it's only still capable of 720p, it leads me to think like, okay, so is the hardware in the dock or is the hardware in the device itself? If it's in the device itself, then it would make sense for the screen to be 1080p and then to be 4K on TV. But I'm assuming if you can render a 4K thing a 4K resolution on TV, the handheld's got to be more powerful. Which we've been asking for a more powerful Switch, right? To run these new games.
Yeah. I think the easiest way would have been, and it sounds so stupid to say it out loud, but it would have been a dock that has, I hate even thinking this, but like an external GPU that gives it the power it needed.
Mm-hmm.
That way when it's docked, it's actually stronger, but I don't know how they wouldn't make that bulky.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted originally, because do you remember when Breath of the Wild came out? It would run fine, but after about like an hour and a half, like specifically hour and a half for almost everyone, it would start to get hot. It would start to get laggy,
Yep.
and then things would just start to get crunchy.
Yep. My Twitter's right there. Nope, right there. At Sir Skrillex. It's like Skrillex but with Alex. Yeah. So that's interesting. Okay. Next order of business here. This one's kind of. Let's go ahead and change the song because we've been listening to that song for a while. This one's a little out of left field. Everybody, you ready for this? This one.
What is it? What?
Activision Blizzard hires former George W. Bush administration counterterrorism expert. What?
Hold on. Hold on a sec. Let me open this one up. I need to read this myself too.
What?
Oh, this article. That's right. Okay. So do you think they hired him because they're like, he knows what it's like to hack? We need a hacker so that he can get the inside job done.
Bro, you're hiring a counter-terrorist person, expert, to handle your anti-cheat.
It's so much. Do you remember that show, White Collar?
What
It's
do you
literally that.
what exactly do you think these hackers are doing? What? I don't know. I'm just perplexed. I don't know the details here. I didn't get a chance to read the entire article, but
The most important thing we care about in terms of compliance there is the protection of personal identifying information. We take the safety and security of our players wherever they are very seriously.
that makes sense. You know what else would make more sense? If they hired a damn person to lead the anti-cheat team.
I think a lot of the issues with anti-cheats right now is that they aren't removing any of the old things whenever they patch the game. So a lot of the old bugs can just be exploited, or the bugs turn into a swarm.
I mean, I think
I really think that COD needs to go down for like 2 days and then relaunch as like a much smaller game, just fixed.
yeah.
Just tidied up.
Yeah. I don't
I know everyone would be in arms because That's what that's what some people do mostly. Like that's their game of choice. 2 days is a lot of time too.
Yeah, I
But
just
I don't think a lot of people would be too upset because the game, it's got a lot of cheaters, Alex.
It does have a lot of cheaters.
There's a lot of cheaters.
So whether this article holds any worth, I just thought it was very interesting where they hired a counterterrorism expert to protect confidential information. I could see.
I guess the whole idea behind it is they would know how someone would want to attack, so I guess they would help them out.
Yeah.
But it's just so
I
silly.
mean, that
it feels like
just seems
something
like an
out of a
extreme,
TV
right?
show.
It just seems like an extreme, you know?
Yeah, it's literally white collar. Do you remember that show where they hired like the best thief to help him to become a detective so he could solve more crimes?
Yep.
Yeah, it's that. It's that.
Okay. Well, so there's a discussion that I wanted to have, Jacob, that I don't know if we're going to get into it today. We might have to push it until Tuesday. But an article recently came out on Nerd Street's. Nerd Street recently did an article, nerdstreetgamers.com/news, where
Play?
about crossplay. Now we could do like a 3-minute discussion on it. What do you think? I mean,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
so
Brian was talking to me about this for a bit. And
Okay.
the idea that some games aren't crossplay yet is a little wild. Like I was thinking, like two that come to mind: Stardew Valley, which I think should be relatively easy to make crossplay.
Yeah.
Problem right now is like if I have Switch and you have PC, I can't go to your farm, which is really annoying. Especially like if I want to play with my brother, I had to get it on the Switch. And then Fall Guys. Fall Guys is working on cross-platform though, which is great.
it's us.
It's me.
Well,
It's
so,
you.
Yeah, I just think dude, it's about time. It's 2021. Start doing crossplay. Make it a thing. And I mean, I get it. I get it because I guess you can make more money. Now, I'm no expert, but I guess you can make more money if you have different people buying them on different consoles.
Yeah, but the incentive to buy it if it's crossplay is big too. So there's a bigger conversation with that.
Yeah, are there any games? So you said Stardew Valley. You wish that would be crossplay?
Oh yeah. So the reason it's not cross-platform is because all the updates come to the PC first, and then once those are all patched and all set and perfected,
Yep.
then the Switch gets the update. Because the deal the guy made with Nintendo is like, I'm gonna make sure this is perfect before anything gets patched to the Switch.
Take some notes.
He's a great
Devs.
developer. He's a
Take
great
some
developer.
notes. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, this article basically goes into discuss like, Overwatch, Fall Guys, Monster Hunter World. Any party game should be crossplay, I think, in my opinion.
Mhm.
I love that.
Monster Hunter shit. Yeah.
I love that Call of Duty is crossplay because that's one of those games where people have it on many different consoles and systems, and the fact that that's crossplay really does help.
Oh, dude, that used to decide friend groups.
I know.
In middle school, like, oh, well, he has PS4, I have Xbox, so we just don't really talk.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
wild.
It's absolutely wild. I mean, and I think, like, for example, PGA Tour, PGA 2K21, I think it is what it is. I haven't played it in a little bit, but I had to buy it on PC. I had to buy it on Xbox, and I had to buy it on.
that.
I had to buy it on PlayStation, just so I could play with my different friend
everything.
groups. So I bought it on everything, and I got a refund on Steam because nobody plays with me on PC. But PlayStation, I still play with people, and Xbox, I play with people. I hate that. I hate that I can't just play with my friends, no matter what it is. Like. And the fact that MLB The Show, in this article, we Jacob and I did discuss this. MLB The Show is going to be the first sports game. Not only is it coming to Xbox, which is awesome because MLB The Show has historically not been on Xbox, as far as I know. The fact that it's crossplay is awesome. It's awesome. Like, I wish Valheim. So when Valheim comes out on consoles, because out of that $20 million, I'm sure they're going to put it out on consoles. I hope that that's crossplay because that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be sick.
So, I don't know, guys. I think that's everything that we want to talk about. A lot of news. I thought today was going to be a shorter episode, but here it is.
Yeah, it was busy. Super busy.
Super busy stream. So, Jacob, any final thoughts that you want to mention? I mean, shout out to Mike and Ike and Zip Chair for being awesome, supporting the stream, presenting Mike and Ike, the presenting sponsor, and Zip Chair. Just we're both standing right now, but we sit
I could
a
get my
lot
chair
during the
down
day.
quick
So.
enough.
So yeah,
The
any
only
final
thing I'm
thoughts?
thinking, make sure if you guys want to definitely vote on who you think the best sidekick is. again, I think the 4 for me this week would definitely be, I think it's going to be Claptrap, Pikachu, Daxter, and Lydia. And we'll see where we go from there. Again, you just have to use the hashtag loading screen if you want to tweet us, or you can go on Nerd Street Gamers and then you can do the poll.
Cool. Yeah, at Nerd Street Gamers on Twitter, everybody. Go ahead, go on over there. I believe if the post isn't live now, it should be going live shortly after the show. So, guys, thank you so much for coming by, everybody. Really do appreciate it. I got Lydia. My money's on Lydia. She's going to make it out of this round. So, we'll see.
I think she will too. You've convinced me. I thought Cortana was going to win it, but
Oh, I've convinced you now.
she's not really a sidekick. She's not. It feels weird to call her a sidekick.
Yeah.
But could you say the same about Pikachu? Who knows?
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming by. Loading Screen episode 78. We'll be live again on Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on Nerd Street Gamers on Twitch, YouTube. I always want to say Twitter. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you all so much for coming by and supporting the stream. We will talk to you all later. Good day, everybody. Take care.
See ya.